Hello, my name is Kito Patterson, and this is a presentation showing a brief analysis of employee attrition and how we might be able to better predict bad attrition. What is attrition? Attrition is the reduction in staff through a normal life cycle of employment. This is not to be confused with turnover. Turnover is used to categorize employees that left due to termination, layoffs, leaving for another job, no room for growth, or dissatisfaction. Some of the top attrition factors can be relocation, retirement, and death. Attrition can also be very costly and ultimately lead to a reduction in labor force. As a result, DDS Analytics commissioned us to build a predictive model to predict attrition before it happens. Some of the top questions of interest are there any trends specific to job role or function? Is it possible to build a predictive model to predict with an accuracy of at least 60%? And finally, what does that model tell us are the top 3 variables that led to attrition in hopes of targeting those variables in the future? The illustration on the right shows a distribution or count of employees by job role and job description. As we can see, sales executives make up 22% of the labor force, followed by research scientists at 20% and lab technicians at 18%. This slide shows only job roles where the largest percentage of total is not for or highly satisfied. So as we can see, there is some room for improvement when it comes to job satisfaction for human resources, manufacturing directors, research directors, and sales representatives. Lab tech and sales reps seem to have a high proportion of turnover compared to other job functions. So there may be a story there and a deeper analysis to uncover and more trends and areas of improvement. Now, finally, on to model building. We started off with a heat map, looking at variables that seem to be highly correlated with each other. The graph on the right shows the heat map of the variables, and the dark blue areas are the areas of concern. The table on the left shows the variables that seem to be highly correlated with each other. So we needed to address one or the other and keep one or delete one, but not keep both for our custom model. So that's what we did. In our modeling phase, we built 3 models: a random forest model, a logistic regression model that seemed to be perfect for the binary classification, and a naive Bayes model. Ultimately, our random forest model performed slightly better than the logistic regression model at 85%. Both were at 85% accuracy when rounded off. The naive Bayes model was the worst performing model. The logistic regression model was our custom model in which we only used the variables from the multicollinearity view that we saw earlier to input into this model. And lastly, the top variables by importance for our random forest model, our best performing models, seem to be overtime, job role, and monthly income were highly correlated with that of someone who was either with the company or is no longer with the company through attrition. In conclusion, there seem to be some areas of dissatisfaction related to job roles that can potentially contribute to attrition, but further analysis is needed to uncover deeper insights. However, we were able to distinguish the most important factors that led to attrition with a prediction accuracy of 85%. Thank you.